welcome back to another episode of This Guy's Thoughts. Like always, I appreciate swinging by and watching a beer review. Tonight's episode, we're taking a look at one out of Warped Wing Brewing out of Dayton, Ohio. This here is their CreepShow Porter. It is a fall release, and this is the fall 2020 edition. Now, I don't know if they changed too much up from year to year. I did have this one a few years back, reviewed it a while back. Was not a fan of it, was not really a fan of porters, or especially smoked porters back then. But my palate has changed quite a bit, so I'm actually hoping that this is very enjoyable here tonight. So get a look at this artwork there. CreepShow Smoked Porter. Coming in at 6.66% alcohol by volume. I looked it up on Untappd. 40 IBU is the IBU on this here. Artwork on this, 5 out of 5. It just screams fall time, Halloween time on this thing. It's got some reading on the back here that kind of fits the theme of this thing. See, it's going to be tough to read. There's a lot of glare on it. The yellow and the orange, or the yellow on top of the orange, just is kind of rough to read here, especially with the wetness from the can here. But I'll give it a go. It says, when night falls, spirits rise. A ghostly figure, a redheaded woman, drifts through the city tracks, eternally lost. The anguish of the departed, a man who impelled himself on an orchestra pit chair, chills an historic theater. Forlorn howls and scraping claws, wolves buried with their owner, alive, seep from a nearby mausoleum. CreepShow Smoked Porter, Smoky, Malty, dark as Dayton without a moon. So that's in reference to Dayton, Ohio. The little stories, the characters it talks about, I don't know if that's like Dayton, Ohio, like folklore, or, you know, like ghostly lore or whatever. So somebody knows that, let me know. Perhaps I could do a little bit of research on that and find out. But yeah, everything about this is pretty darn cool. And like I said, it's been a while since I've had this. I did pay $1.99 for this can. I think you can get a 6-pack for probably about $10 or something like that for a 6-pack. Again, I wasn't a huge fan of it, so I wasn't going with the 6-pack. I just wanted to pick up a can of it. It goes with the fall theme here. I think I just got a couple more fall time beers here on the channel. Maybe 3 or 4 more, I can't remember. But check the reviews out on the other ones. We're going to go ahead and use the Warped Wing pint glass here tonight. So let's crack this dude open. Give it a pour. Just a motor oil black to this one. Producing a brown creamy head on here. We'll add a little bit more in there. I think I can get it in here without it breaching the top of the glass here. So, if you're into porters, you're into these dark beers, beautiful color to this one here. Dark black, about 2 fingers of just a rich, creamy looking, frothy head on top of this. Just, man, super creamy looking. Now, this is an awesome looking beer right here. Look at that bad boy. Let's see what the nose has to offer. So we got a roasted maltiness, as expected. Maybe a little bit of chocolate that I'm picking up in here. Maybe like a dark chocolate. There is a nice smokiness to this, almost like a smoky beef jerkiness to this here. A little bit more chocolate in there than I remember in the past, or at least than I was kind of expecting. A little bit more chocolate in here. Maybe like a molasses type of aroma coming off of this as well. So anyhow, let's get a drink on this and see how much I enjoy it tonight. So, not a lot of smokiness to this for a smoked porter. I remember it being a little bit more smoky a few years ago when I had it. I definitely enjoy it more now, I can tell you that. I know my palate has changed quite a bit towards some of these styles of beers. So this is 6.66% ABV. 40 IBU. Okay. Full on. Higher side, medium bodied mouthfeel. Not quite a full body beer here, but very close to it. Peaks the higher side of a medium bodied a beer here. A bitter, I get like a bittering chocolateness from this as well. Not a lot of smokiness, if I'm being honest with you. This was 9/8. It was canned on 9/8 of 20. And I am recording this review on October 14th, so it's just over a month old. So still fairly fresh. But for some reason, I'm not getting a ton of smokiness from this. Maybe on the back end, the back half of the swallow here, maybe a little bit of smokiness that might linger around a little bit, but not very smoky overall. Roasted maltiness, bittering chocolate, higher side medium body mouthfeel. Don't pick up any alcohol, 6.66% alcohol. Don't really pick up any alcohol in this either. So I have read some reviews, some other people, oh, it's not a traditional porter. So it's not a traditional porter. A little bit of smokiness to it. But it's very nice. It's a very nice drinking beer. Much more enjoyable than I remember a few years back, or better whenever I reviewed it last. This is something I do recommend. You like porters, you like chocolatey, malty porters, probably I'll be all over this one here. Again, it doesn't come through as a smokiness about this, a smoked maltiness, or excuse me, even like a liquidy smoke to this. It's very mild, which actually makes it enjoyable. Just a mild, smoky maltiness to this. Nothing crazy too smoky, where it's just in your mouth, like you're just standing over the grill and inhaled a bunch of smoke. Nothing like that. Just like a smoked maltiness to this here. Anyhow, like, subscribe, comment. Be sure to check me out on social media. As far as scoring this bad boy, honestly, much more enjoyable than I remember. Really coming around to more porters and stout style of beers over the last year. I'm good with, really, a 4.25 out of 5. I enjoy this quite a bit, so I'm good with the 4.25 out of 5 on this. You've had it before. Let me know what you think about it. Anyhow, check out my other fall video reviews. I got quite a bit of the Oktoberfest fall pumpkin beers, some other type of beers, and I'm going to be going into some awesome beers that I've got lined up for later this winter. Anyway,